Here in this vlog, I like to do some self-forgiveness for being empowered by energy. And here we start. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to participate in the design of and as the fear of survival through and as sight. Now let me explain what I am saying here. Essentially, I'm saying that I'm releasing myself from accepting and allowing myself to participate in a design that I made, that I created within myself. This design is a relationship, and so this relationship I created, and so thus, therefore, I began my awareness. It's only limited to that particular relationship, and my language becomes existence within how I interpret my language. As far as my awareness and what I speak becomes limited to the interpretations thereof of what I judge externally, which creates my internal reality as my awareness. And so therefore, within this, the fear of survival is the fear of losing these relationship patterns that I created within myself. And through my physical body senses, utilizing the point of sight, through and as judging form and creating an experience to form, to and within form as the physical body structure or a structure of an object or something like that I created an experience to. The time that I create an energy experience to something, the time that I create an experience to something, which are emotions and feelings as reactions, that is when I give my power to that particular something or someone to tacitly control my awareness and the way that who I am essentially as an individual on very subtle levels, in which the subtlety nature of me becomes my evident nature as a human being that other people within my world and reality can see and observe. And so what are other people doing though? They're observing out of their own mind, their own language, their own awareness within how they interpret it. Yourself or others based on, their own patterns within themselves, which are the relationship patterns that has been structured as a fear of survival, as the foundation of one's life and living. And so within this, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to doubt. Okay, if I have a look at the fear is to lose my my definition of myself as the experiences that I experience. The desire is to keep my relationships that I created to and towards individuals within this world and reality intact, so I can constantly and continuously generate feelings, emotions, which has become my reality. And so basically, I created a doubt. What is the doubt? It is the split, doubting whether I am the one that, doubting myself within the split. And so within this doubt, I create a split and live within that split. So the doubt is doubting my own self-movement within seeing, realizing, and understanding who I am equal to the physical reality. And therefore, since I doubted my ability to, my authority to move physically within this world and reality, I created a split, and within that split is the manifestation of the doubt. And so within this, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to blame the physical reality. Meaning that when and as I project emotions and feelings to and towards the physical reality existence, I, in that moment, blame. I place blame onto the physical world reality, due to me projecting emotions and feelings onto physical objects or physical people. A projection is in fact a blame. It is seen as a negative point, that causes reactions of negativity, thinking that it is the responsibility of another that one is experiencing or being influenced by something or someone, but there are in fact positive projections of blame, which are the feelings that we create, or the positive experiences that we create to and towards something, believing that based on one's physical actions and involvement within a particular experience with certain people, for instance, when and as one create experiences like feelings, experiences is in fact blame, because one is depending on that individual or individuals or the circumstance to create that experience within oneself. And so within this, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to make the excuse that I have to survive within and through being within and through the illusion of empowerment, within and through emotions and feelings, which has become which the intensity thereof has become so influential, because I've gotten so used to, I as in not me, but yes me, but I as in I in general, have become used to the movement of emotions and feelings as the movement of information within myself that I have created within myself and trusted as the expression of who I am. Within this, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to justify me not taking self-responsibility for myself. And so, my commitment is to, well, first of all, it is to see, realize, and understand that to be empowered physically, a redefinition of empowerment doesn't involve experiences of emotions and feelings. A redefinition of all words cannot have an experience connected to it, an experience like a positive or negative experience, because winning as a positive or negative experience is defined within the word. That word is then thus split into a positive and negative, and then thus that the integrity of that word becomes acculturated, I guess, if you want to say that. Acculturated means mixed up with all these memories, these movements, these emotions, these feelings, these thoughts, these psychological internal mind constructs that one has placed up on that word as the definition of that word. And so a redefinition of a word cannot have an experience connected to it. Thus, my commitment is to redefine empowerment. First, through understanding the mind definition, have a look at how I define empowerment within and through the mind. For instance, I define empowerment as the fulfillment within and through the intensity of the energy experiences within myself that I experience. That fulfillment becomes that empowerment, based on the intensity of that experience. That intensity leading to a reaction of, which is the reaction would be the product of the illusion of empowerment. Doesn't matter how subtle it is, really. Empowerment can be a small reaction within oneself that empowers different types of thoughts, memories, and whatnot. And so, just to have a look at the mind definition, and with that mind definition, I can see how I am participating, how I'm defining and participating within a particular specific word. And empowerment, I can redefine the word through and as having a look at and investigating the memories that I attach to the word, the connections, the thoughts, and whatnot. And when and as I am participating in an experience, I am able to, in that moment, just stop and realize, my own self-empowerment through my own decision-making to not be influenced by a particular specific point. I can just simply make a decision to stop as a point of self-empowerment. All right. Thank you.